Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Aquarius. Please keep in mind it is a general reading. That means it is not going to resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. Also, I am still currently accepting private reading requests, so if that's something that might interest you, you can send your request to the email address that's in the description box below this video. Let's begin. Aquarius. I feel like you might suspect something about your partner. Okay. You might feel like things are off. Maybe your partner seems distant. Maybe they're emotionally distant. Something feels off. Something feels wrong. Something feels like maybe it's not working. It could feel like you could be wondering or worrying actually if there's a third party, okay, because that sits next to the Nine of Swords, which would be representing your deepest, darkest fears and the possibility that maybe somebody cheated on you before, okay, and perhaps this is why you are thinking this. You need to recognize where your thoughts are coming from. Okay, that's very important here. You're It's not what you think it is, you see. It's not what you think it is. And I feel like a conversation would clear this right up. If you would unburden yourself and talk about this with them, talk about the problem, not necessarily mentioning a third party because that's like some accusations you don't really want to put out there that might get a bad response, but just tell them that you're worried. Just, you're worried. What's wrong? You've been distant lately, and try to open the conversation, because I feel like if you begin to unburden yourself without accusing, because how you communicate is very important, without pointing fingers or anything, I feel like you you can bring change and relief to your situation. Okay, because it is not what you think it is. There is something else at the root of this change in behavior of your partner. Yeah, so there was a change in behavior, and that's what's bothering you. So you might feel like they're no longer interested in you. It's like the passion is gone. It's like it died lately. There's no passion, and so it makes you wonder. You're burdened by that. Okay, but and so you think that, well, maybe if there's no intimacy between you, maybe they're getting it somewhere else, but it's not the case. It's something else, and so there's still an opportunity here, and I feel like either you will make the opportunity, or you will wait for the opportunity and take advantage of it, or you need to unburden yourself. But be very careful of how you communicate your feelings, okay? That's going to be important and key to how much they open up. Because I feel like they want to. And the thing is, if you let this drag and don't take care of it, it can lead to a bad cycle between you two. Okay, it's not good. It's unhealthy. You're having a lot of insecurities, and if this is not you, it is the other way around. Okay, so if you've been cold and distant because of something going on in your life, then they would be having all of these thoughts, and maybe you need to talk to your partner, because they're worried. And so, yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. A lot of insecurities. You think there's something going on, and because there's been a change in behavior. Okay, yes, we have the moon here. So, this is your partner's acting strangely out of the norm. If that's the case, then this is definitely your reading. Okay, your challenge is to break this cycle that is building between you that is unhealthy. I feel that's why that devil's there. Maybe you are also afraid to stir up the waters, you know. Maybe you're afraid of the answers as well. Okay. I feel if you can get them going, they'll just kind of pour it out. Okay, there's something else eating at your partner. You see, you want to go back to the way things were, before this strange behavior began. And what I'm trying to tell you is that your partner, because you think that things aren't working or that something's not working, that they're cheating, that they're going to leave you, all your fears are there. Okay. But it's not so. They do want this commitment. The ring is here. Okay. So they do want this commitment with you. There's something else going on with your partner that they haven't told you about, and maybe they haven't told you about it because they didn't want you to worry. Okay. It's something like that. Okay. They didn't want you to worry, but it's something they're having difficulty to deal with, and it's causing them stress, and this is why their behavior has suddenly changed. Okay. Oops, I'm so sorry. And so you want the bigger picture of what's going on. You could feel like you could be imagining anything. That's what happens, you see. And that's what creates a bad cycle and finger pointing and a lot of stress and anxiety for nothing, you know. When you don't have the facts, it's left open to the imagination to fill in the blanks, and what fills those blanks are your deepest darkest fears, and your deepest darkest fears is that maybe there's a third party, you know, that maybe you're going to lose this person you love. So yeah, this can be another third party card here. So I feel like that's what it is. I feel like you're worried there's a third party, but it's not. See, this card is telling me, and especially that it sits next to this one, is it's telling me that things are not as they appear. As well, the magician is saying the same thing when it comes to the cup. Okay, you see how the cup is above the table? All right, and somebody's looking away. Okay, so from it, you can see them on the corner here that they're looking away from the cup. Okay, and it is noticed by someone. So you noticed that they're not acting the way they usually do. Okay, so they could be withholding their emotions, withholding their feelings, intimacy, withholding because of their anxiety. And but the connection is still very much there. This person does love you. They still want this connection. The Two of Cups is here. There's something else that's eating at your partner, and only a conversation is going to bring it out. Yeah, you know, you need to get them to open up, but you won't get them to open up through presenting to them what you think they're doing. Are you in a third party? You're not going to open up the conversation like that because they're just going to make some smart remark at that one. And it's not going to lead to a good conversation. So, you know, you want to be careful about how you approach this with your partner. Okay? How you communicate and how you listen will be very important. You want to make peace with this situation. The decision, what the decision is about. You're in the dark. You're in the dark about a third party. It's driving you crazy. You don't know what to think anymore. You don't know where this relationship's going. But right now, the relationship is not working. And it's not working because your partner, they didn't feel they could open up to you about whatever is eating at them. So yeah, so that's why it's happening. So, but it's what it's done is it's made matters worse, really, because now you're thinking they're doing something they're not, you know. So you're very worried, you see. you're in the Four of Swords energy. You could be both in the Four of Swords energy. They may want to tell you what's been eating at them, because they know that you've noticed, you know. So they may want to tell you, but too afraid to tell you what this is. Um, so I think you're thinking about the best way to approach this. Okay. I think you're thinking about the best way to approach this because change is needed. It's right here. Change is needed. You recognize that something needs to change, and change is coming. And you got the card of change right on top of this, right on top of the burdens. Okay. So there's definitely a change coming. A decision to change things, a decision to have that talk. You need to get rid of these swords. Okay, uh, they're making things worse. They're making it's like you're not sleeping at night. So you need to get this off your chest, and this is a decision to do that. A decision, between two things: to stay this way, and that's not a good idea because you're just imagining the worst when you don't have the facts, or to go and get those facts. Okay. How you do it is important. Okay. So what we have down here is you wanting to get the truth. You see, and there you are. To clear away the confusion, to get the bigger picture, to set you free from these horrible thoughts that you're thinking. Okay. That's why you want to have this talk. You want to know what's going on with your partner. What caused this sudden change? What happened? And so here you have them, and they've been very stubborn about this, about talking, about revealing this. It could shock you, possibly. Whatever they're going to tell you, you're not expecting it. Well, of course, you're expecting that it's something else. So whatever they do tell you will shock you. But whatever this is, you are going to work it out. Okay. And the thing is that what they need to know is that they made matters worse really by holding back this information. Okay. So, you need to let them know that they can come to you with these things in the future. All right. So it doesn't happen again. And so, it's not what you thought. And believe me, there's a conversation that is much needed that can clear away all these fears you have, okay, and bring you some relief, okay? So, but what they're going to tell you might shock you, but whatever it is, it's not what you're thinking, and you guys can work through this together. So that is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you. Bye for now.